We are live. What's going on, guys? How's it going? How is your evening? How was your day? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Anyway, got quite a big news day today. Hopefully, we can get some momentum going in the live stream. I'll give you guys a couple seconds to see if we can get some people in. And we'll look at the market here real quick. Kaspa up almost 2% still. Holding, looks like it's trying to build some support at 4.5 cents. Filecoin down 4% almost. Jasmy down 2.5%. Good DCA opportunity. ICP down 2.5%. What else do we got? Matic down almost 2%. XTC just has no chill. Dip Buyer Family, let's go. What's up, brother? What's up? I hope you saw there. I subscribed to your channel. Start checking out your videos there too, brother. Fax says, yo, XTC, let's go. No kidding, Fax. It's got no chill in it, bro. I took profits this morning, though. Had to do it, man. I had to do it. Had to take some profits and shift them around. Amaria says, XRP, when's it going to pump? Probably XRP pump. We're probably looking, we got Bitcoin's got to start pumping first, right? It's only 29.2 right now. We got to get Bitcoin back up above 30,000. So I don't foresee a pump in XRP, coming. I would say not within the next couple of days, anyways. But I do believe we have a big pump coming though for the whole market. I believe we still have to see Bitcoin get up around, like I said, between 48 and 52,000, in my opinion, before we see the alts kick off after that. So I would stay tuned for that. But for me, a lot of the plays I'm doing, I'm holding on until 2025. Then I'll start lathering my way back out of the market at that point. Dip Buyer Family says, for sure, I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you too, man. Thanks for gotta support the cause, man. Gotta support the cause. Yeah, so XRP down almost 3%. Honestly, I'm going to take the opportunity to buy more XRP. If it's not going to pump, if it's going to dump, then I'm going to shop. Amaria says, what impact appeal of Gary will make? You mean like the appeal for the court case? I don't think that's going to have any impact. If the SEC announced tomorrow that they're going to appeal the judge's decision, well, first of all, Amaria, they need permission at this point from Judge Torres to appeal, right? For now, and according to John Deaton, the odds of her granting that request for them to appeal at this point in time is slim to none, though a small chance that she would say yes. So technically, their opportunity to appeal the judge's decision is not going to come for at least 2 years. Like this case, they can't technically appeal the decision if Judge Torres doesn't approve it until the case officially ends. And as we know, the case is going to continue to drag on between Ripple and the SEC because there's other stuff that still needs to be decided that will likely go to trial. So the SEC technically, barring Judge Torres giving them permission to appeal right now, they can't appeal for at least roughly 2 years. So I don't think that is going to play a factor into the price of XRP in the next 2 years, regardless. So I would say, to answer your question, zero impact for the short term, anyways. So that's good news. That's why, like Deaton keeps saying that, for the next 2 years, XRP's got legal clarity, and there's nothing anybody can do about it at this point. So, price prediction for XRP. Are we talking short term, long term? What are we talking here, right? If we're talking 2025 bull market, I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to start lathering out just before $5, to be honest with you. But I see probably between the end of 2023. it's always a tough one when they ask the end of 2023 because there's a lot of factors that are going to come into play here. And one of the main ones is the ETF applications, right? For Bitcoin at this point. Now, if a lot of these Bitcoin applications get approved, this is going to have an impact on the entire market, because if Bitcoin goes nuts because ETF applications are approved and custody applications are approved, well, Bitcoin's going to pull all the altcoins up with it, right? So, in that perfect storm scenario, I think that you'd be looking at, you could get back to all-time high in that scenario, but I don't think without those things happening that we would get there. I think that you're probably looking somewhere around that $1.25 ish if things just kind of go the way they're going on the charts. There's a couple of resistance and support levels up around that $1.25 area. So I think that it's a big psychological level as well. But that is without any catalysts, right? That's without any ETF applications getting approved. If that stuff happens, we could be looking at an entirely different scenario for the entire altcoin market, right? So, and even that is hard to predict because the SEC has, I believe, like 4 months, I think it is, to make a decision on those applications, but they also have the option to file a extension, which gives them till like next year to come make decisions on it. It gives them like another 6 months or something like that to decide what they want to do with that. And with Gary now saying that they want to focus on AI and getting regulatory clarity for AI and stuff like that, and he wants to put crypto on the back burner in terms of regulation and all this stuff, because according to Gary, it's not that important. That's what he's been saying the last couple of days. He could try to drag this out, but at the end of the day, Congress is already trying to pass. They've got 2 bills that have passed 2 levels of to getting these bills passed, right? So I think now they go to the. I'm not American, but if I'm correct, they got to pass. They got to go to the floor now, and if they pass, then they go to the president's desk, and he has to sign them into law. So, and if that happens, all bets are off, which means that the whole market's going to explode, in my opinion. So, I would say, Amaria, that no matter how you slice it, in the next year and a half, 2 years, everything's going to be going nuts. You got about 8 months of accumulation. I would focus my time in the next 8 months, like 250 days or something like that, focused on dollar cost averaging into the projects that you believe in, like XRP. And that's what I would do. I would stock up on that. You got that much time. You got about 8 months till the halving, and then you want to kind of stop, which is what I would do. I would stop DCAing in, and then I would just kind of chill, wait for things to start popping off, then start lathering my way back out, DCAing back out of things. So that is what I personally would do. So yeah, Kaspa's pumping pretty good. So Fax, you might shoot me, buddy, but I took profits on XTC this morning, and I had to put it into Algorand, brother. I had to do it, man. I'm sorry, but Algo was down and XTC was pumping. I couldn't put it into Kaspa because it was pumping so hard, right? I don't like buying big green candles because you know what you end up with. Amaria says, if Ripple is now the bridge currency and having a new partnership with so many banks and countries, so why is it showing dump? Because it's still, there's no liquidity, Amaria, in the asset class right now, right? The market cap is down. Everything's down right now. It's just, we're in an accumulation phase. This is a part of a 4-year cycle that we're in. We're in an accumulation phase, and that's what happens. Things just kind of crab, right? They'll go up a little bit, they'll go down a little bit, they'll go up, like, and it'll be very, very boring, right? Like XRP's down, but it's not down huge. It's down 2.5%, right? And it's going to keep doing that. Then it'll pump up 3% or whatever over the next week or something like that. It's going to keep happening until we get out of this accumulation phase, probably all the way up till almost the halving before we start breaking out of this and start going up, right? And the thing is, you have to understand is that there's no liquidity in the market right now. That's why XRP is not pumping. There's no money to go into it, right? So I know that it's hard because there's a lot of influencers out there that are saying, in 2 months XRP is going to be $500 and stuff like that. You have to drown out that white noise because that stuff's going to steer you wrong. It sounds good and everything, and we all hope that is the case and that would happen for us. But at the end of the day, realistically, we have to kind of stick to the charts and we have to stick to what we can see that's tangible in front of us, right? And what that shows is that we're not going to be seeing a massive pump in XRP, in the next 2 months to $500. It's, if it is, we'll all cash out, and I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a Lambo. How's that sound? Fact says, no, haha, just playing. I don't blame you. Not a bad idea. Sometimes we got to sacrifice something. Been there, done that. Yeah, and I'll wait for a pullback in XDC, and then I'll buy back into it, right? I'll buy more of it. But with the massive pump that I've had and the profits that I had in XDC this morning, and seeing Algorand down back below like at 10 cents again, I had to do it, brother. I had to do it. So, Maria says, thanks, bro. Daily seeking your videos and still motivated for XRP. That's all I can hope for, my friend, is to make sure that I'm keeping you motivated. I'm keeping you, looking at the long game here. And absolutely, XRP, a solid play in my opinion. I hold a big bag of it, so I'm right there with you. I practice what I preach, my friend. And if XRP has a good pullback, I'll probably buy some more of that too. I've had a nice big bag of XRP since before the lawsuit even dropped. So I am a long-term holder. Just make sure that you're diversified, right? Make sure that you're protecting yourself and you have about 4 or 5 projects you're well diversified across. Solid projects. Wow, XDC just broke 9 cents, man. Just broke 9 cents. It's up 18.5. See, as soon as I hop online, bro, it's pumping. You're welcome. I'm bringing you guys the pump action on XDC. Mario says, if XRP shows a good rally, then your party will be on me. Be in touch. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We're gonna rock it. We're gonna rock it to the moon. The party's got to be themed the moon, though, right? Got to have that theme in there. Wow. Yeah, XDC is going nuts. It must be because I'm online right now. What's Kaspa doing? Let's have a look at Kaspa. Oh, it's up almost a full percent since I got on. Starting to pump. I'm bringing the pump action, right? That's what I'm doing. I figured you guys need a little bit of pumpage going on. That's what she said. Let's read some of these comments here. Blast 1727 says, mate, we need a new coin like Kaspa, which is at its all-time low. Yeah, no doubt. That's why you got to stay tuned. You got to be here for the live streams, because that's when this is the times when we start looking in near the second half of the video, the streams. We start looking at requests and we start looking at gems and stuff like that. So that's why you got to be here. If you want the gems, if you want to get in on them, you want to find stuff, you got to be here for the live streams. We work on that as a team, all of us together. Jeff Chan says, do you see a correction in Kaspa coming soon? I do. There's always going to be a correction. Nothing goes straight up forever. So that would be a very obvious yes. And then those would be the opportunities to DCA in some more. So yeah, definitely. You just got to remember to take profits, because those pullbacks, that's what that is. That's other people taking profits. So make sure you're not the one holding the bag there, right? But side note on that though, Kaspa is a long-term hold. So if you don't know how to take profits, or you don't hold a giant amount of it, then I would just say that just holding it and continuing to DCA until 2025 would be the smarter play. So keep that in mind as well. It's all about your personal preference. J-Dot's not here yet in the live chat, but I'm sure he'll be here. He says, Great video, Crypto Future. Glad you made it back from your 16-hour drive safely. Keep the content coming. Price discovery, baby. You know it, brother. You know it. Hopefully we see you in the chat at some point. So let's get into the market, guys. A lot of news today, eh? Boy, how do you guys feel about Bitstamp just trolling people today with the APY news, eh? Boy, there was a lot of angry people when that came out. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was looking forward to the news too, but like, I'm not like all salty about it. So I thought it was hilarious, and the fact that they're now trolling people on Twitter about it too, about their overreaction to it and stuff is, I thought that was kind of funny. Fact says XRP maxis made to look like clowns yet again. Yeah, no doubt, man. Some of them were freaking right out. Like I did a video this morning on it, and I saw that Alex Cobb was like just freaking out about it. He was PO'd, man. Like he literally showed a picture that he blocked them and stuff like that. It was so funny. Facts, XRP maxis thought it's pumping the tank. Yeah, it's true, man. Like, you know, it's not hard to fool somebody who will believe something like that because they're not paying attention to the important things like the tokenomics and the market cap and the fundamentals, and you know, like that kind of stuff. It's not going to 10K in a couple of months, like, you know, if ever, you know. I really wish, but because I tell you, I would be rich. We got a Ripple thread here. Over 70% of finance leaders say their confidence in the crypto industry has increased in the past 6 months, with several factors driving the optimism. Tokenization will drive global innovation, and it's anticipated to have a meaningful impact across a variety of cases, including public stock trading, private share trading, events, experiences, and metaverse. Blockchain will make waves in finance as leaders leverage. Yeah, this is the future, guys. Like, we're going to look back on this and say that we witnessed these times in the complete financial overhaul of our societies. You know, it's crazy, and you can't appreciate it while you're in it, right? It's like they say, I wish I knew it was the good old days back when it was the good old days. You know what I mean? That's how we're going to look back on these times in crypto. Here we go. Alex Cobb breaking XRP. So this is the XRP ETF. I covered this morning as well. And I got to be honest, I do think that it's feasible. I mean, in theory, it's possible, right? XRP ETF, Ripple News, ex-CFTC attorney sees XRP ETF potential amid rampant crypto ETF filings. Well, I mean, it's realistic because, in my opinion, I mean, XRP has legal clarity. It's the only digital asset that has legal clarity, right? I mean, even Bitcoin, they say, well, Bitcoin has legal clarity, but I mean, technically, it has opinion clarity, right? The only reason that it has clarity is because there's nobody to sue, so it's protected in that way. But people got to remember that they could go after the miners and stuff like that, right? Bitcoin isn't invulnerable, you know, like the. But yeah, XRP has the only real true legal clarity, so I don't see why. The only reason that the SEC would deny an XRP ETF is because they're salty. Amaria says Alex Cobb is showing warning for pump. You know, I'll be honest with you. And listen, I like Alex Cobb. I watch his stuff. I think he's funny. I think he's a good kid. I think he's young. He does that a lot. The warning for pump in 24 hours will it happen? He does that to keep his viewing hours up. Amaria, because he's not making enough videos to get enough views to be monetized on YouTube, so he does 24-hour streams and stuff like that to have his views up. That's why he does that. As an influencer, I can tell you that has nothing to do with whether XRP is going to pump in 24 hours or not. He's just trying to get people to watch his channel while he sleeps to boost his watched hours per month, right? Because you have to maintain a certain amount of hours viewed per month to keep your channel monetized, so to speak. So, I mean, you go watch it, but I don't only influencing. Yeah, yeah, that's the way it is. But I mean, absolutely go watch it if you're interested. I mean, from what I understand, uh, there's a lot of people that are in the chat when he does that, and they get some good conversations going and stuff like that. So hey, I mean, absolutely, it's like having a chat room of XRP fans. That's pretty cool. Not bashing him. I like Alex Cobb. I think he's a good kid. Okay, what else do we have here? Wendy O. Coinbase unjustly hit by the SEC. Coinbase earnings up from expected. And the reason I brought that up, guys, is because I wanted to mention that the SEC's impact on the cases that they're filing and stuff like that now is less and less, it seems like, every time they do something, right? Like they're going after Coinbase, and their Q2 revenue is actually significantly higher than expected, than it was expected to be. 2 years ago, SEC went after a company and it just destroyed that company. Now people are just like, whatever. It dumps for half a day and then it pumps higher than it was before it dumped now. Like Gary's influence is getting less and less. Maria says, MYC, see your devilish smile. Yeah. What else do we got going on here? Real Value Vision says, think we are on the brink of a monumental Algorand run. Agreed. I agree. You guys know me. I love my algo. I never dreamed a year ago I would get algo at the prices I am right now. So following up on Uniswap blocking Hex, MetaMask has followed suit, and MetaMask has blocked Hex now as well. This is not good for decentralized exchanges to be doing this. I think it's shining a very unwelcomed light on decentralization. To have these dexes blocking cryptos from being on their platform is, I mean, do I really have to explain it? There's not supposed to be a person in the middle or a party involved who can make any kind of decision like that, but there seems to be, right? So this is not good. Maria says, will it be good to invest in Jasmy now? Jasmy. Let's look up, where is Jasmy at right now. I would tell you, to be honest, Jasmy's at 2.5%. So yes, I do think, in my opinion, I think that it's a good dollar cost average time to start chipping away at Jasmy if you don't hold any, or you want to build up your bags. Not financial advice, obviously, but it is a good DCA opportunity, seeing that it's down below 2.0. Anything below 2.04, in my opinion, is a good DCA opportunity for Jasmy. So yes, I do think it's a good time, in my opinion. I'm not telling you to go buy it, but what else is going on? These are the influencers right here that we were literally just talking about, right? This guy tweets out, I'm not gonna dox him or anything, but it says, imagine, wait till CAS is $10. CAS was $10. Guys, CAS was not going to $10 in this bull run, right? These people, when you start seeing that kind of stuff in 2025, that's when you need to start selling, right? Because it's not, $2, $2, but $10, man, come on, right? 2029, 2030, maybe, depending on how things go. But between now and the next bull run, guys, you got to be careful following people like that are saying things like that, because they're going to get you wrecked. They're going to end up, they're going to make sure that you're holding your bag while they're dumping, and then you're stuck holding your bag all the way back down to the bottom. Uh, uh, Jim Cramer warns against investing in Bitcoin. Well, there you go. We're going to the moon. Jim Cramer said we're going down, so we're going up, baby. Here we go. Next week, Bitcoin to $45,000. The Cramer effect. Ed Fiarna says everyone should remove their XRP from Bitstamp. It's a little bit of an overreaction. Mr. High Life, yep, going up, LOL. Mr. High Life, how you doing, brother? Good to see you back, man. Good to see you back. Yeah, a little bit of people are overreacting to this whole Bitstamp thing. They're all salty and angry and stuff like that. Like I've held XRP since before the lawsuit. Honestly, this did not piss me off at all. Like I found myself most of the day laughing at the trolling that they're doing and stuff like that because it's funny. Like, who cares? You know, like it's not that big of a deal. Expecting an announcement, you got an announcement. You know, it is what it is. Crypto Law says, what do we got? What is the SEC's Office of Inspector General going to do about this? They have another pending Freedom of Information Act seeking all, and this is hilarious to me, guys, seeking all SEC communications about the FOIA request that they made in May. So basically what they're saying is they put in a Freedom of Information Act request to see what was said internally in the SEC about the last Freedom of Information Act request that they put in about the SEC Ripple case. And that's hilarious. That's basically they're saying, hey man, we put in a request to see what kind of you were talking, and now we're putting in a request to see what kind of shit you were talking about the request we put in to see what kind of shit you were talking, right? That is funny. I'm sorry, but that is funny. That is good. I like that. Oh, man. So Elon Musk has confirmed that Twitter/X is not building a trading hub inside the app. So we can put that rumor to bed. So here's a good question by Blockchain Backer, though, to Bitstamp. He says, can you please explain how you can provide 2% APY when XRP does not natively produce any yield? It cannot be staked. Are you loaning out users' deposits? Which is a very, very valid question. And I have to wonder, did none of us learn from Celsius and stuff like that? Like, this is not good. Sam Bankman-Fried, you know, like, I always tell you guys, I do not put my crypto on DeFi platforms. I don't stake it with them and stuff like that. It's just, guys, it's too risky. I understand the purpose of it. I understand, but yeah, I'm just one guy in my crypto, and it's going on my cold storage wallet because it's just hacks and stuff like that. You know, like, dude, if they could guarantee me 100% that if my stuff got hacked and stolen from their DeFi play and that I would be 100% reimbursed for it, we would be having a different conversation, right? But fact is, staking is a massive scam. Exactly. It's you know, you get wrecked, man. Like, look at what's that guy's name? YouTuber. What is his name? Jake Gordon. Great guy. Love his channel. Love watching his stuff. He got completely decimated with Celsius. Just destroyed. Lost almost $1 million on there, he said. Right? Fact says proof of work beats proof of stake any day. Yeah. I got to agree with you there, brother. But yeah, that's just an example. Like Jake Gordon, like I said, the guy lost almost $1 million on Celsius. A lot of it in his XRP holdings and stuff. He said, like, he just can't get it. It's gone. It's, you know, kaput's done. So Blockchain Backer brings up a good point. I would like an answer to that question, and if I get one, I'll definitely let you guys know how they're providing that 2% APY permanently too. They said it's permanent. Breaking whale chart says Binance CEO CZ is planning to introduce smaller algorithmic stablecoins because that worked so well with Luna, right? It was such a smashing success when Luna did it that yeah, let's try it again. Let's do it again. That's a good idea. I don't even know. Didn't they put a ban? I thought they put like a 2-year ban on algorithmic stablecoins in the U.S. and Canada, didn't they? Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I could have swore they did. So he must be talking about doing that in like Japan or something. So I don't see how he's going to pull that off. Digital asset investor just went through the Empower Oversight SEC FOIA documents. And the obvious question is, why was Bill Hinman doing backflips to accommodate Ethereum Joseph and Vitalik Buterin, while at the same time giving Brad Garlinghouse the runaround with the help of Jay Clayton, and even coming back to the SEC after he left to make sure the Ripple lawsuit went through? Yeah, I mean, Hinman's got to, like, I want to see some consequences for this guy. Like, he drops this lawsuit and then he leaves, right? Which is painful enough as it is. But bro came back. He came back to make sure that they followed through on the lawsuit. And now that they've essentially lost the lawsuit, right? I think we need to do an investigation on this guy. Like, we gotta, like, right here we have a part of his John Deaton tweeted out. Hinman was asked, did you have communications with anyone other than the SEC staff about the substance of your remarks in June 14th, 2018 speech you before you gave it? And his answer was straight up, no, not on the substance. Dude, like, the emails came out. Dude literally called Vitalik Buterin to get his input on it. He straight up lied under oath. He was under oath when he was asked these questions. So, what's the point in putting these bureaucrats under oath to testify to things if you're not going to charge them when you catch them lying? What's the point in putting them under oath in the first place? I don't get it. Why do it? Why waste your time? Right? He was under oath. He lied. Charge him, or don't put bureaucrats under oath to testify. What's the point? Right? I don't get it. It's a circus to me. Sandbox, and this sucks because I'm pretty bullish on Sandbox. I hold a moderate bag of it. They say to enhance user security and compliance, we have implemented KYC verification on our staking process. Our goal is to ensure that our users' accounts are verified before they can participate in staking or claim their earnings. Unverified users can still withdraw their sand, but only verified users can deposit new sand and claim their weekly rewards. They're saying that it's for security purposes, but it's obviously for government purposes, right? I mean, come on. Fact says, I'll be 100% honest. The majority of crypto is a scam, in my opinion. That's why you buy, make some money, and sell. Otherwise, the scam gets rugged, or a new scam, aka a coin, becomes the hot thing. It's basically hot potato, right? I mean, if you really boiled the whole thing down to its bare bones, that's the long and short of it, is that, we talk about it all the time on here. You buy into a project, and then, like, you look back at 2017 in the top 100, only a handful of those cryptos are still around or still relevant, right? It's hot potato. You got some people that are still holding stuff like Dash because they bought into it in 2017, 2016, and they thought that, influencers were telling them that it was going to be the number one. It was going to pass Bitcoin and be number one forever, and now it's like in the bottom, like in the top 200-300. So yeah, in that sense, you're absolutely right, Fax. It's a game of hot potato, right? You don't want to get stuck holding the bag. So that's why I say to people, take profits. Bull run's coming. Lather your way back out. Rinse and repeat every 4 years, right? Don't be one of those people don't listen to those people that are telling you, buy something and hold it for 10, 15 years, because you know what? In 10, 15 years, you're going to be holding it. It's not going to be worth nothing. It's going to be worth a fraction of what you bought it for. So, and that goes for all projects for the most part, right? You have a few exceptions, like Bitcoin and Ethereum, obviously aren't going to go anywhere, and other ones with real utility um, are going to stick around. But outside of that, like Fact said here, like these new in 2029, 2030, it's going to be a whole new list of hot cryptos going into the bull run and the halving that everyone's going to be talking about, right? And stuff you haven't even heard of yet. It's not even invented yet. It's going to be a whole new list, just like now. The hot things like HBAR and Kaspa and Arbitrum and like all these new ones that have come around, right? It's going to be the same thing again. So don't get stuck holding the bag, guys. Take your money. Okay. Kaspa, what are we at now with Kaspa? Where is it? Is it pumping? Is it pumping? XTC still pumping. Wow, it's up 9 cents now. 9 cents. I can't find Kaspa. Oh, there it is. Kaspa still holding almost 4.6 cents. So Meta Lawman, let's go into this SEC versus Coinbase situation we got here. It says there's something in Congress. There is something Congress could do now to put the brakes on the SEC's regulation by enforcement attack on crypto industry. Here's what I mean. Background: the Supreme Court recently invalidated the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness plan. It did so on the grounds that executive agencies cannot implement policies having a significant impact on the U.S. economy unless Congress has given a clear statement that it intends to give the agency that authority. This legal principle is called the Major Questions Doctrine. The legal principle is the Supreme Court opinion quoted Nancy Pelosi, who said that the president did not have the power to forgive student loans. Only Congress could do that. The decision stopped the Department of Education for forgiving hundreds of billions of dollars in student loan debt without first getting the authority explicitly from Congress. So how does this relate to Congress's ability to put the brakes on the SEC's war on crypto? Congress could assert this same principle, a major questions doctrine, by filing an amicus brief in the SEC case against Coinbase. Well, wouldn't that be something, eh? To have Congress file an amicus brief against the SEC in the Coinbase case. That would be epic. Oh, Gary's face his jaw would hit the floor. An amicus brief is a way for an interested party to assist the court by providing its perspective on an issue or of importance. Here, the application of the major questions doctrine is an issue of enormous importance under our system of separation of power designed in the Constitution. The amicus brief from the House of Representatives or House of Financial Services Committee could say, 1, Congress has not granted the SEC authority to regulate crypto exchanges. 2, we consider the question of which executive branch agency, if any, will be given the authority to regulate the crypto asset ecosystem, including crypto exchanges, to be a major question under existing Supreme Court precedent. And 3, it is the prerogative of Congress to answer this major question, not the SEC. 4, Congress is currently considering various pieces of legislation to establish comprehensive regulatory framework for the crypto asset ecosystem, and for crypto exchanges in particular. And 5, thus we support Coinbase's motion to dismiss this case now. Would this have an impact? The judge presiding over the Coinbase case, Fiala, will know that the Supreme Court would give substantial weight to the formal declaration from Congress on the applicability of the major questions doctrine. The federal judge and federal judges don't like to get reversed. While Coinbase will make a uh, coherent argument for applications of the major questions doctrine in its own motion to dismiss the formal statement from Congress declaring crypto regulation a major question would add significant weight to the argument. There would be nothing unusual about Congress taking this action. Just last week, 36 members of Congress filed an amicus brief in the Supreme Court on a related issue. Oh, really? In that brief, they argued that executive branch agencies exploit general or broad terms and statutes to engage in policymaking functions of questionable legality. Sound familiar? An amicus brief may be the best available tool for Congress to stop the damage being caused by the SEC's regulation by enforcement approach to crypto, at least until legislation is passed regulating the space. The filing deadline for amicus briefs in the Coinbase case is August 11th. So we've got about 8 days left for that. That would be phenomenal, and someone should tag some of the congressmen in that tweet so they can think about doing that. That would be phenomenal if Congress filed an amicus brief to step in the way of the SEC for the judge to dismiss the case. Oh my, that would be like earth-shattering in my opinion. Fact says you're spot on, brother. Polygon was a hot thing. Now it has some real competition from Arbitrum and Optimism. I stopped buying Polygon because of it. Yeah, exactly. Like, I do think that there's still some ROI in Polygon, but I mean, with the competition heating up with it, I think the ROI could be better in plays like Arbitrum and Optimism for sure. Those are two projects that I do want to collect bags on as well. Arbitrum and Optimism. Make sure I'm ready to go for the moon. So what do we got here? We got another article here. Coinbase to file order seeking dismissal of SEC lawsuit. Coinbase plans to file an order seeking dismissal of the lawsuit by the Securities and Exchange Commission on August 4th. So tomorrow, with the crypto exchange's legal chief saying it expects to win the case. On its August 3rd, second quarter 2023 earnings call, Coinbase Chief Legal Officer Paul Grewal expressed confidence the exchange would win in the court case brought by the regulator. Here's a quote: with respect to the litigation with the SEC, I want to be very clear. We do think we can win. We expect to win. The SEC sued the exchange on June 6th, alleging that it sold unregistered securities and operated as. So we know all about that. So this is the thing of it that we need to know, guys, is that the reason that the Coinbase filing to dismiss the case really holds some weight here is because their primary complaint against Coinbase is that they're selling securities on a secondary market, right? However, with Judge Torres setting precedent that secondary market sales are not security sales, on those grounds, the application for the filing to dismiss this case against the SEC has teeth, right? If Judge Fialis takes Judge Torres's decision seriously and agrees with her, we could see a dismissal of this case very realistically, right? Because the primary issue of the case has already been decided in another court, right? And the SEC loses. That's why I said to you guys, back when the SEC lost that part of the case about secondary market sales on halfway through last month, the 13th or whatever it was, I said to you guys then that the SEC didn't just lose the case against Ripple at that point. In that decision, they lost the Coinbase case too, in my opinion. So I think that this has real teeth. Fact says their market caps are much lower to gain. For sure, brother. The market caps, there's a lot more ROI in Arbitrum and Optimism for sure at this point. New tech, right? New tech comes in on a new bull run, new 4-year cycle, and they kind of, they take over, right? That's why you always got to be on the ball with that stuff. So yeah, so basically, I do think that Coinbase does have a legitimate chance to have this case dismissed. But I would just love to see, just for insult to injury, I would love to see the Congress file an amicus brief to say that they haven't granted permission authority to the SEC to be regulating exchanges in the first place. I want them to do that, not as much because I want to see Coinbase win the case, but more because I just want to see the look on Salty Gary's face when that happens, right? That would be a moment in time I would never forget. So, yeah. All right. So, guys, what do you want to talk about? Little Cody Rhodes there for you. Little Cody Rhodes. Let me talk to you. XDC still has no chill. Kaspa's up almost 3%. It's doing pretty good too. You guys want to look at anything? Any projects you guys want to see? Let's start some requests. Let's see what's going on out there. What's interesting today, guys? Besides me and my pink sugar-free monsters. H-bar up 0.5%. I was gonna use some of those profits this morning, Fax, to put into H-bar as well, but H-bar had pumped pretty good this morning as well, so I couldn't resist Algorand. Couldn't do it, brother. Couldn't do it. The struggle's real. What's going on Twitter this evening, guys? Let me know if you guys want to see a look at anything, any projects you guys want me to look at while I'm on. See if there's any breaking news going on. Cryptopreneur says, just keep an eye on JoyStream Easy 1000X. 100%, brother. I've got it here on my list. I'm actually going to be doing a video on it, so stay tuned for that, probably in the next day or so. I made videos on about 4 or 5 other project requests that I have to still release to you guys, so stay tuned for all those, like XYO and stuff like that. JoyStream is one of them, so definitely stay tuned for those, guys. I noticed since I started doing the live streams that the pre-recorded videos are starting to get less views, and the live streams are getting more views. So make sure you guys are still watching the pre-recorded ones too. Like and subscribe, you guys. Smash the like, smash the subscribe button. We do, if you're new here, we do a lot of requests in the second half of these videos where we look into some gems. We look into some projects, see if we can help each other make some money, do some deep dives and stuff like that. Maybe get a couple. I read comments earlier in the stream, and somebody had asked to help them find more gems and stuff. And my answer to that is that you got to be here for the live streams, because that's where we do that stuff, right? You can't miss that stuff. And if you can't be here for it, make sure you watch the stream later when you got time, right? When you're on the treadmill, pop it on and we'll keep you entertained. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. But yeah, definitely JoyStream is one that I'm going to be doing a video on. And boy, Kaspa just ripping. I'm eager for a pullback on it now so that I can buy more. You know. Oh man. Everybody's so salty on Facebook, on Twitter about that whole freaking that whole Bitstamp thing. What a massive overreaction in my opinion. You gotta laugh. If you don't laugh, you'll cry, right, guys? What else do we got? We got any breaking news going on? Breaking. Launch of Coinbase's Ethereum scaling solution base blockchain has been set for August 9th. That's 6 days next week? Next week. So are you guys, let me know this, guys. Are you guys ready for the halving Do you guys feel you need another 8 months to accumulate before the halving comes? Because that's how much time you have. Are you guys utilizing that time? And in that time, what projects are you DCAing your way into over these next 8 months before we get to the halving? Because that, for me, is the cutoff date for DCAing. And then I kind of do my pause and I wait for things to kick up because things start going crazy, guys, parabolic style. So I want to know, are you guys ready now, or do you feel you need more time? Do you need the 8 months to accumulate? Me, I'm going to use the entire 8 months, you guys, to continue to just buy. But I'll tell you right now, by the time that 8 months is up, no matter how much I buy, I'm going to feel like I didn't buy enough, right? It's like when I was competing in bodybuilding, the day you, the saying is, the day you started lifting weights is the day that you were forever small, because you're never going to be big enough. You're never going to be as big as you want to be. Same thing in crypto. The minute you start DCAing into a project you love, like HBAR or Kaspa, is the minute that bag's never going to be big enough for you, because you set a goal for 1,000,000 coins, you get 1,000,000, and then you're like, shit, I'd love to have 2,000,000 of these coins. You know what I mean? So the struggle's real no matter what you do. Cardano down to 29 cents. That's another, like, guys, Cardano is another good buy right now. It really is. 29-cent Cardano. I think that a $7 Cardano is going to be conservative in this bull run. I do. I think it's an easy $7. That's just my humble opinion. Let me know. Do you guys love your Cardano? Are you ADA holders? What else is going on, guys? You guys are quiet tonight. No requests. That's surprising. No requests. No more breaking news. Kind of went over everything. I got. I'm going to release another video tonight, so make sure that you guys check that out. Mr. High Life says, so what's going on to trigger the bull market to kick off? Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think anything's really going to kick it off except for the halving, brother. I think we got 8 months, and then we'll slowly start working our way up. Like, keep in mind too, when I say that, guys, I do believe as well that we have a Bitcoin and alt season coming still before the halving. Like, I think that we do see about a $45,000 to $52,000 Bitcoin pump through this accumulation phase before we get a pullback and see a retest of the lows, and then we work our way to the halving. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what's happened traditionally every 4 years. And also, after we get that Bitcoin initial pump, you got to remember that we're going to have an altcoin pump after following that, right? So I think we will see some good pump action. That's what she said. And yeah, I think we'll make some money. Fact says ETF and having. Yep, that's another thing too. Absolutely, Facts. I completely blanked on the ETF applications. I just talk about it so much. That really could kick things off sooner for sure if we got, like, a handful of them approved. Like, I read yesterday that Kathy Wood predicts that, like, a handful of them are all going to be approved at the same time. And I think that would make the market just go ballistic. I think that a lot of money pouring into those ETFs, and that's going to get retail fired up, right? Because when they do that, if BlackRock and Fidelity and all these ETFs get approved, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be all over Fox Business. It's going to be all over TV. And it's going to entice retail to start jumping in, right? Because who's going to be promoting it? BlackRock, right? They're going to be saying buy, and everyone's going to go nuts buying, because they're going to see that all the big money's coming in, the big money's talking about it, the news is talking about it, and yeah, that's when it's going to kick off for sure. For sure, those ETFs are going to be a big deal in my opinion. So big things popping, little things stopping. XDC's got no chill. Where's Kaspa at? What do you guys think about alluvium? Alluvium. I gotta be honest with you guys. I think alluvium has a phenomenal looking game, but their marketing for the game sucks bad. Like, they don't promote at all. It looks like World of Warcraft meets Pokemon or something. Like, it looks like it would carry a lot of weight with the general gaming community if people actually knew that it existed, you know. But they suffer because they don't have good marketing. What are you going to do? Crush Network is having a bit of a pullback. It's down almost 5.5%. That's a good DCA opportunity. Same with Filecoin, down 4%. Good DCA opportunity there. What else do we got? My phone's going nuts. People talking turkey. XLM, good DCA chance. I don't know. I'd like to see XLM pull back a little more before I bought some more of it. It went up to like 16 cents. It's only down to 14 cents, but I'm super bullish on XLM though. I think $3 is easily attainable for XLM by 2025. Hello is pumping almost 3% today. Flow up 2.5%. Flow is another good solid project. Singularity Net. I feel like Singularity Net it got too much gains in the last few months there. Like a couple of months ago, it pumped too much and then kind of stabilized after that. And I just feel like I don't want to buy it anymore because it was like 5 or 6 cents, and now it's like on a bad pullback. It's like 21 cents. So it's like, oh, like I bought a bunch at like 5 cents, and now I just don't want to buy it at 21 cents, right? So usually in that case, I'll switch over to something like Rose Network. Oasis Network is a good buy-in opportunity, or Fetch AI is still a good buy. Oasis or Ocean. Some good plays out there still that are cheap, right? Ocean's down almost a full percent today. Good buy. So yeah, I don't know. Just some of the plays I'm looking at. I get asked a lot in the comments and stuff like that about plays I'm looking at, things I think would be a good DCA opportunity. Yeah, I get asked about Solana a lot. Too centralized for me. CRV is kind of recovering. Apparently, the CEO there of CRV of Curve is selling a lot of his tokens OTC there, right? That's what I was reading today. DXDY, good DCA opportunity. Boba, I love me some Boba. Yeah. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think we might call it at an hour tonight. I'm feeling kind of drained, kind of tired. Shiba Inu pumping's got me worn out. You know, you know what I'm saying? ICP down 2.5%. That's a good buy-in too, right there. Good buy-in opportunity. ICP, baby, to the moon. Bitcoin's holding strong, 29.1. Near is a good buy right now, down 3.5%. I like Near Protocol. I do. Gala, I love me some Gala, especially down 3%. I'm hoping I can get some sort of even a half-ass pump on Cadena so I can sell my bag. Just convert it over to Kaspa. But anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna call it. Quant's at $1.03. That's a good buy. I'm gonna have another video. I'm all fuzzy. That's what she said. I'm gonna have another video this evening, so keep an eye out for that. I'll release it probably in the next hour or so. And yeah, I'm gonna go get some chill and have a good sleep, you guys. Have a good night. I'll be back, like I said, another video later. Make sure you guys smash the like and subscribe. We got to keep growing. We got to get to 1,000 subs, you guys. Let's smash the subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys in the live stream tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate all of you. Good night.